Alright guys, so let's start designing this truck. We're gonna go to designs and paints and just hit OK. And first thing we're gonna do is paint the car black. So this is gonna be a Star Wars Empire themed truck. So Darth Vader, things like that. I took a quick look at what decals were available, and it seemed like there was enough to make something pretty cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to apply vinyls and decals, and then here are all the layers that are available to you. So you just use the top buttons LB and RB to sort of rotate through, and then there's a whole bunch of layers you can layer these decals on top of. And so we're gonna start with the like a layer on top of the car. So I saw this like pinstripe looking thing that I want to use. It's like black and red. When you start here, so this is the curated groups. This is just base level stuff. There's a search button at the bottom of the screen, and that's what we're going to utilize. So you go to search, you can see max layers is set to 50. That's the lowest it goes. The higher you go, the better the decals are. And then we just put in the description Star Wars, and that's all we're gonna do. So what's happening here? Alright, here we go. So this is the stripe I'm talking about, and this is Who's Your Daddy. That's a pretty cool little decal as well. You'll see we're gonna use that. So if we go through, yeah, they're pretty basic looking things. I did max layers set to 200, but you could go, you know, up to like 2000 and get some pretty cool things, but you have a lot more options. So let's just start with this. So I kind of want to go for like this pinstripe look, and kind of want to make this at like an angle, and like, but the problem is when you scale it, you can't just stretch it. When you scale it, it stretches it long ways and width, so it kind of like gets too fat, and it's not gonna fit the way I want it. So we are gonna kind of have to make this really big, wide stripe, and it looks kind of cool off center like that. But I just think for this truck, we kind of want like just a center line. So that's what we're gonna go for. And then I want that that emblem to kind of be like right in the middle of the moonroof. You don't have to, but it's just, I kind of want these things to, I just want it to line up. I think it just looks better like this. So let's line this up. Yep, it's looking good. Alright, so next we're gonna decorate the side of the truck. For whatever reason, I always like to decorate the right side. So same thing, apply a vinyl shape. Here we are at this curated groups again. We're gonna go to search. Everything's already in there, Star Wars. And next, I definitely want to do like a lightsaber. Yeah, so here, perfect. We have this red lightsaber. I'm not a huge fan of the hilt on there. It kind of goes well with that line at the bottom, but I don't want it to cover that ram symbol either. So I'm trying to hide the hilt. And get that like just above the ram, and kind of like line up with that secondary line that's at the bottom of the truck. And yeah, that looks like a good little spot. So now let's add another vinyl shape, same thing. And I don't know, this black truck, it just seems like Who's Your Daddy, and having the Darth Vader on there, just it kind of fits this truck to me for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know, I could just see it racing, and you're just next to it and it says "Who's your daddy?" and with this lightsaber, and I don't know, I just like it. All right. So another thing that I saw was there was like this baby symbol. It was like it looked like those bumper stickers when there's like a baby in the back. Kind of want to find that again. Where was it? Don't really want to add another emblem like the Empire emblem since we already have it. It's kind of enticing too. The Order 66 I think would look pretty cool as well, but I actually think we're just gonna go. I like that yellow outline Star Wars. Maybe on the other side of the car will maybe just be a little more neutral themed. These Darth Vader heads are really cool. Yeah, let's go with this Star Wars sort of logo. I think it kind of balances the car out a little bit. So like, you can have one side have a lot of the Empire stuff, and then maybe this is just more of a neutral. Maybe just more of a neutral, fun side. So let's see what else we can find here. Same thing, apply vinyl shape, search. And let's increase the max layers to see if maybe we can get any better designs. And yeah, that Stormtrooper seems to have appeared, which is cool. There's like a green Yoda up there. And you see there's like a baby on board. These are kind of funny. So there's the Millennium Falcon, very cool. This Darth Vader panel looks awesome, but I kind of don't want to go too far into it. Maybe a TIE fighter would be nice. Like a fun sort of maybe non-menacing looking TIE fighter or something like that. Maybe just tie in the sides together. X-Wings. A lot of X-Wing stuff. That's an X-Wing shooting a TIE fighter. So kind of don't want that. Really nice TIE fighter, but kind of a weird. Like the design's a little thin. So here we have a Death Star. Let's see how this will look. I don't know, I'm not really feeling this too much. It would probably look better if it was completed, but because it's like half, I don't know, I can't really find a nice spot here, so I think we're gonna just do away with that. Stormtrooper would be cool, but I'm just not a huge fan of Stormtroopers. It's kind of enticing to use one of these Darth Vader masks that they've made. They have like a vaporwave themed one here. Oh, here we go. All right, we got a cool TIE fighter. Nice. All right. Let's try to scale this. It looks like it's like in motion. I like the blue outlines. All right. Yeah, so for the final touch here, let's try to find that baby sticker. It's always a little bit confusing because there's two rear options. Like one is actually the glass and then one's the trunk, but the icons at the top, they don't make it very clear. Yeah, I wish I could do like have the little Grogu. I don't know if that's Grogu or if that's Yoda. But like peeking over the window would have been cool. But here we go, baby on board. Yeah, see, so the option I selected was, it's like the trunk, it's not like the glass. But we'll just put it's like a little bumper sticker. Yeah, I don't want to cover that 4x4 emblem. Alright, baby on board. A baby on board there is. Alright, now the next thing is we gotta find some rims. It can take me a long time to find rims that I like, so I think we are gonna maybe just cut this one short, and I'll be right back with the rims. Alright, so we made a couple of changes actually. So I did I changed the paint to matte, and I had to make the rims larger. So by default they were, I think, set to 18, and it may have been 17. It just did not look good. So I had to change the rim size to 20-inch rims, and now I'm looking for rims. So I definitely want like a red and black to go with the theme of the car. But I'm having a hard time finding like rims that fit, like that look solid on the truck. So I think I'm actually just gonna go with these black ones. They look nice. They don't have any red, but it's like they just fit to me they just fit the truck. So now it's yeah, I wouldn't say it's complete. I think there's still some work that can be done to really make this cool. But this is like a nice little starting point. And so, yeah, those decals, once you find those decals and you learn like how to search, you can search anything. I mean, there's Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Super Mario. It's all like user generated stuff, and I think it's gone back from like the earlier Forza games. So you guys can just really go to town. And thanks for watching.